Babyface and the Heel is brought to you by Sleeves. Use code Backlog40 for 40% off your first order.
Tooth jabroni. You tried taking me out with that Z-virus, but you ain't keeping the alpha down, brother.
I am glad that you have a good sense of humor about it, because Jimmy T ain't trying to kill you. He's just trying to weaken your soul a little bit. You know what I'm saying? He's just trying to.
You know what, brother? You know what, brother?
What?
I know you can't beat me no other way. You might as well try to inject me with the Z-virus, malaria, freaking syphilis, AIDS. I don't give a gosh damn. I'll still lay the whack down right on your candy ass, and you know it for a fact.
Now you watch out, Ricky. Ricky, you step in. You stepped in last week while I was trying to talk. Now you stop him. You don't let him come over this table. You understand?
I was watching last week, brother. Ricky did a damn good job trying to keep up.
I had big shoes to fill. I
gotta say,
damn right.
It was one of our best shows yet, probably in the top 2. But I'll tell you what, Ricky, you did one hell of a job, and I appreciate the officiating. Straight down the middle.
Thank you, sir.
I'll tell you what, of all the shows, last week was definitely one of them.
Yeah, it was a pretty good one. But before we begin, Jimmy just wants to mention it is with great sadness, if I can hit this button here, that we pay our respects to the Rocket Johnson. He was born in 1944. He lived until 2020. That's a hell of a long time. What do you say?
Yeah.
That's a full life.
That's a full life. And he had a son. I don't know if you've ever heard of him, but he goes by the name Dwayne. And it seems to be pretty popular. He was in one of those movies with the driving cars. And, it's good for him to be able to see his son start to begin his career before he passes away. And I just want to say hats off to Rocket Johnson. If you smell what Jimmy Thompson's cooking, if you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. Yes. Also, with great sadness, we lost a luchador, La Parka.
We did. Now, I got to ask you both a question about this, because was it the real La Parka, or are we talking about somebody else? Because I understand that there was 2 La Parkas, and I just don't know.
This has to be. I believe this was the real Parka.
La Parka. Do you recall, Alpha, him coming down the aisle with that chair, and he do this? Oh my goodness. La Parka is a funny man, and we're gonna miss him, and we're gonna miss the Rocket Johnson, if you smell what Jimmy Thompson's cooking.
Oh,
I'm right there with you, brother. I'm not going to try to make light of the situation.
Yeah.
Like some of us do.
Well, one of us has got to be a babyface, and one of us has to be the heel. And the babyface is known for showing up each and every week, putting on his coat, lacing up his boots, and talking to the fans, while the heel, like Brock Lesnar, stays away for a week, dipping out of town.
Put your foot up right now. Show me you got a pair of boots on.
You damn got me.
You probably don't even got any shoes on.
Jimmy don't wear no shoes. Jimmy wears socks.
Yeah, he probably got hobbit feet. You don't waste no gosh damn boots.
Oh, Jimmy Thompson knows how to walk. So before
barefoot. Oh my God.
hey, it's the only way to find the fresh new seedlings. So, did y'all hear?
Dynamite.
Well, before we get into Dynamite, I want to talk about one other thing in the news. And AEW signed an extension. Okay, that means Babyface and the heel is already rising to the top. AEW is going to be on TNT until 2023. How do you both feel about that? That's some pretty damn good news.
That's some damn good news.
You know,
Alpha.
It's electrifying news, brother, but I cannot help but think this news comes right on the coattail of the premiere in the second week. And now right before, the day before the third week of Babyface and the heel. What do you think?
I agree. I got to agree. I mean, there was a lot of similarities between Babyface and the heel and AEW Dynamite last night. We'll get into it today. But Alpha, you know what I'm talking about. There was a whole lot going on that just makes me believe that they tuned in. And I got to say one more time, thank you to my friend Trent. He's one of my best friends. And he is such a good guy to go on out, tell all the people behind the scenes at AEW about us, and to get everybody listening and watching. And we had hundreds of thousands of people tuning in over the last 3 weeks. 2 weeks. Hundreds of thousands, I'm pretty sure. I checked. And we'll have Ricky run the numbers and tell us at the end of the show just how many we had here tonight. But I gotta say, Alpha, I'm seeing a lot of pink and blue over there in AEW. What do you say?
You're gosh damn right, brother. Did you see Scorpio Sky representing the Babyface and the heel's official blue and pink arm-to-arm jacket?
That's right.
I'm going to have to get me one of those. I am going to have to get me one of those jackets. And Tony Khan, if you're listening right now, size large, I'll wear it right on the show. I ain't paying $1 for it.
Size extra large.
Alpha, what size you wear? Small?
Yeah, not since I was 12.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was talking about your Johnson.
Yeah.
Oh, we're all
way bigger than yours.
Oh, well.
Let's get into this show, gentlemen.
Let's do it. Now we had BatH at the beach, and if y'all remember BatH at the beach, it was a lot of fun. And at BatH at the beach, we started off with one of the most electrifying tag matches I have ever seen in my life. What do you say? It
was a pretty damn good fucking match. I'll tell you that.
Yeah,
I like that match, brother. That was electrifying from the opening bell. I thought it was a little hard to follow. You got eight people going at it at once, and
I mean it's
nine if you count Fresh Squeeze.
Yeah, I mean it might be tough to follow with that eye patch on, but I mean I caught the whole thing, all the action, top to bottom, through the ropes, behind the ropes. I gotta say, to see that man, Hangman Page, just
what the
oh my, what a man, what a specimen. And whatever his tag team partner's name is, they just come on out and they just celebrate. And they have one hell of a team, and they seem so solidified in how they're going to move forward, taking those belts from SCU. Tell me what you heard. Tell me what you've seen in this match, Alpha.
So with this match, I have to agree. I actually kind of like the tag team match of Hangman and old Kenny Omega. But the match, it just didn't make any sense. They were able to come in and go out whenever they want, but there was only 2 people legal at once.
That's AEW, man.
Understand. I mean,
I tell
The
you,
match is great. I love the match, but what was the point of even doing the tagging and this and that when they're allowed to just come in and go out whenever they want?
They had
Well-
a tag, but I mean, if somebody was to come in,
yeah,
they couldn't disqualify them.
it was a chaos clusterfuck, and Jimmy Thompson loved every second of it. I gotta say, in AEW, it seems like the referee is just there to help tell the story, and I am fine with that because when you watch a WWE match, it's almost like the referee is the boss, and in AEW, you got some good, damn fine referees, but they're just there to help tell a story. They're just there to say, hey, get your ass up. The guy over there is going to tag in and, do your thing. Watch out because the guy's about to jump from the top rope and y'all got to catch him. That's what the referee's doing here in AEW. That's what they're supposed to be doing. In WWE, these referees are over there saying, all right, now, yeah, I made a decision. You're going to lose this match. And I just don't like it over there. But I am digging this chaos. Who stood out in this match for you? Ricky, let's hear from you.
By far, the Young Bucks stood out to me. I mean, they had high spot after high spot after high spot with I don't know if anybody saw it, but I guess we'll get into it when we get to the high spot of the week. But Matt Jackson is absolutely crazy and damn near perfect with his high spots. And they did all the heavy lifting up until the end there. And I don't know, it's a little division going through Team Elite out there.
I had to hit pause on Ricky's face because he's just too good looking, and we just got to keep looking at him. But Alpha, was there any really good spots for you out there that you see yesterday?
I'll tell you what. I like the whole match, but one thing that I did not like, I do not like the finisher of Omega and Hangman. That it's just a clunky finisher. They need to change that up. They need to change it to that old, what's this move that Omega does where he goes like that on somebody?
Snapdragon.
I think it's called a Snapdragon. Yeah, Snapdragon.
Let me Google it. Yeah, that's just the Kenny Omega Snapdragon suplex, and I wanted to call that out because as I watch it here on my little tablet, that was one hell of a Snapdragon. He snaps him so fast, I thought he was going to break your neck. And he should.
Damn near looks like it. But they need to, instead of doing that V trigger with the buckshot clothesline, they need to do the buckshot clothesline into that. That would be a much more electrifying finish. Tell me I'm right.
You're right. You are right. So out of all these people down here on the bottom of my little disc, was there a tag team? I'm trying to hint here at something because I gotta say, Ortiz and Santana have had some odd timing being introduced into AEW. They're one of the better tag teams. They are ranked number 1 coming into this, but they're like every week they're just there hopping around the ring. And I gotta tell you, they did a couple of moves. It scares the hell out of Jimmy when they run up and then they jump on the middle rope and then they jump on the top rope without touching nothing. And then they do one of these things and it looks like they're going to just break the damn neck. And then they're doing a backflip off into the cement. And I don't know. I mean, out of all the people doing these moves, I got to say, they make my heart beat least. I don't fear them dying in the ring because they seem like they have a little bit of control. And I just got to say, I like the fact that they're very good men. They don't hurt nobody. They're respectful in the ring. And I like Ortiz and Santana. I like what they stand for.
You know what, brother?
They had a different look.
I like Ortiz and Santana as well. And I liked what Ortiz was doing with that hair of his today.
Oh, you see that hair? If I could do it, I would.
I tried it.
Did you really, brother?
Oh, it was many, many moons ago, sir. It was a long time ago.
You know, there's another spot in this match that I have to call out, and I'm hearing myself in my echo here, but I did that on purpose so I can listen to my voice. But the 9-man suplex, I gotta say, was that cheesy or was that awesome? What do we feel? How do we feel?
I thought it was awesome. You had the 4-on-4. They were going rugby style at each other, and then the hottest gosh damn commodity in all of wrestling comes in, breaks the tie for the bad guys, and sends the good guys over.
Now, did you see? He didn't use no hands.
He doesn't have to.
He kept his hands in his pockets, and all he did was use a little bit of shoulder juice up and over, and the whole damn thing just went up to the sky and fell down to the ground. I gotta say that was one innovative maneuver. Jimmy liked it. Jimmy. Now I want to hit unpause on Ricky, but I don't know if he's ready yet. So Ricky, you let us know when you're ready to be unpaused, and we'll do that. So to wrap it all up, we got the tag team of Omega and Page to win this one. They now go on to meet SCU, and I think they're starting to build themselves. But there's a little bit of a thing Jimmy wants to talk about later on in the show, and it has to do with Hangman Page. We ain't gonna bring it up right now, but
because it hits home, doesn't it, brother?
Uh-oh.
So what do we got next? Next,
we got the high spot of the week.
No. We're walking into. We're gonna step through the event real quick. I want to kind of. Yeah. That way, the people who are here for Jimmy and not here for AEW, you understand? They can understand what we're talking about, and the people here for Alpha.
That's everybody, brother.
Oh shit! Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
You might want to raise that chair a little bit. I'm looking down on you like a king. So, what did you have to say about Cody Rhodes coming on out, letting everybody know he wants to get whipped?
That's one of the weirder storylines, I think, is the whipping thing.
I could have done without it.
Put her in the cage mat with Odd Law, that's fine. I can't fight him until Revolution, that's fine. But the
whipping
thing is
I hope
they take it one step too far, guys. They took it one step too far. That's all.
Well, we'll see how they deliver, because it really depends on the scenario and how it plays out. I think obviously they're using the fuel. This is like kindling on a fire. They're trying to get noticed. I do feel that AEW is smarter than this to actually go through with and actually offend people at the end of the day. But we will see. We will see.
Yeah, we'll see how they do it. I mean, he's going to take his belt off and whip Cody Rhodes. And, I mean, that can hit people on so many different levels that I'm sure Jenny Thompson's fine with, but some might be uncomfortable watching.
Yeah.
A little bit.
I got to give a little shout out here. One of my good friends, Real Deal, we call him, back in the day, he knew how to take an extension cord or a belt right across the back. It is for show, and I think Cody just wants to let everybody know that he's willing to take the pain and punishment to put this whole entire organization over, and I tip my cap to Cody Rhodes. But I do believe the MJF might just end his career with those whips right into the buttocks.
What? You think it'll be to his butt or to his back?
It better be his back.
He's gonna whip him in the ass, right in the ass, and that's how they're gonna make it funny. I don't know.
Okay.
So, all right, I ain't gonna comment too much on this next part, but Alpha, Joey Janela, what the hell was that?
You know, Joey Janela has promise. He has my favorite match in all of AEW, the one on Dark against Shawn Spears. Best match in AEW history.
Yeah.
And I feel like he can cut a promo, but he does that, and I'm like, what's going on? It's like, I don't think he has a condition, but it's like, it's weird.
Get that man an inhaler.
I noticed a trend with AEW following the pattern of Babyface and the heel with Ricky Reed from MMA Marks as our referee. I noticed the trend that they always have a match with at least one opponent on each side and a referee in the middle. And I noticed that they're copying our style. And I also noticed that they're doing a heck of a lot of promos this week. And because they're trying to get that prize promo of the week, I do gotta say that Joey Janela just does not cut it right now. Okay, maybe later. That's what I say to Joey Janela, but I'm over here expecting a little bit of ooh yeah, and I get a little bit of yeah.
Thank you, Code Blue, for following us. We love the follows.
So
Fucking
know,
Joey Janela. Good
Joey
Lord.
Janela, real quick, just to dive into what he was talking about. He's over here talking to Penelope Ford, saying, and I just don't care for Penelope Ford. She a little bit not that attractive, a little bit dangerous to put on screen. You're gonna drive away some viewers, and I guess he's his ex-girlfriend. And one of the things Joey Janela talked about quite.
If Penelope Ford is not attractive, who are you attracted to, bro?
Oh, you need to have some power and some kicks and some.
Call.
Yeah. Well, that's a little too much. I'm more of a Nyla Rose person myself. Definitely.
I'm not
you gotta
taking that one.
You gotta have some power. Is all I gotta say. Jimmy T just likes he doesn't like this little dainty, dancing and pretending, hiding. Like the Butcher and the Blade. They got themselves Bunny, and she's okay, but she's a little, just not my style. But Joey Janela talked about how she liked to punch him in the balls, and he used the term balls a couple times, and I just got to say I really like it. I am looking forward to that match next week, Mr. Ray Phoenix and Joey Janela. Yeah, and they're going to be on a cruise ship. I can't wait because
I hope Joey Janela gets thrown right off that gosh damn cruise ship by a Hurricane Rana from the Lucha Brothers. If that doesn't happen, brother, I might be out. I might be out of this AEW thing.
Just straight murder. Just straight murder. Well, I mean, we'll see. But he did say he's going to show that he's a bad, bad boy. And we'll see. We'll see about that. Jimmy has a hesitation here. He's going to wait and see. He does cut a good match, not a good promo.
Maybe he's going to be the one getting spanked right on that little butt of his. I bet. Bad boy.
I bet. All right. So
what's the next match? Next match, fellas. Where are we at?
Alpha, I'll let you take
Nightmare Collective. Brandy Rhodes and Mel taking on Chris Statlander and Sheeta.
Now you see our background here. We actually, if you take a look at Bash at the Beach's logo, I'm telling you. But you factor it all in. We got this straight. Statlander herself took a video recording of the Andromeda Galaxy, sent it to me, and that what you see in the background right there is her hometown. And I gotta say, coming from parts unknown, coming from the undead, wherever. She's coming from the Andromeda Galaxy. That's a long drive.
Can we talk just for a second about how corny that gimmick is?
Yes.
I think we need to. Because...
what do you mean gimmick?
Oh, come on, brother. It's a gimmick. It's more of a gimmick than that freaking thing hat you got on.
Oh, damn. Gonna let him talk to you like that, Jimmy?
I just bide my time. He knows what I can do to him. I see him drinking that little dilly juice.
Come on, let's see what you got.
Oh,
Let's see what you got.
Yeah. You.
All
right,
You're
talk.
scared.
right,
Talk-
all
yeah.
right, gentlemen,
But,
gentlemen. This
dude,
is why
it's like
I'm here.
she got that entrance video. It's like aliens from the carnival game floating on there, and then she's like,
And she does the little boopy boop on her nose. Boop. I don't know. Jimmy Thompson likes it. She got those legs and the power. And we all know what Ricky was looking at.
Yes, sir.
yeah, Luther.
Oh shit.
Let's talk about that too for a minute.
Oh
They had
man.
him coming out, walking out to the ring with them. He's literally just sitting on a chair watching as that big girl on the Nightmare Collective's getting jumped off a chair, getting kneed in the face, and Luther's just like,
You know, last week we got to talk a little bit about Luther, and Ricky mentioned about where he came from. And you know, Jimmy don't know. Jimmy don't care about no Luther. And you know, they are not doing him a service, having him getting his ass kicked by women. He has not done one thing that's scary or terrifying. And you know, maybe in the future we will be able to see some Luther. But my goodness, I am embarrassed for that man. I am just embarrassed. He got taken out by one hit from a kendo stick from Sheeta with that whale tail. And I don't know. I just
sense. This match, I gotta tell you guys, this match made no sense to me at all.
no.
This Nightmare Collective, and I gotta ask you too. I mean, did you guys watch the whole match?
Oh yeah.
Both of you?
Oh,
I watched the whole
Okay.
thing, brother. Yeah.
eyes
Who are they
glued.
promoting? Who are they putting over? Are they putting over Mel with the big Nightmare Collective? Or are they putting over Stratlander?
Sheeta.
The
They're
whole-
putting over Sheeta silently. She's the number one contender. But no, they are. I
wouldn't have
believe
known
it.
I would not have known it.
They were, but I think that with the Nightmare Collective, okay, they're trying to distance Brandy Rhodes from Cody. Okay, that's his first thing. Cody got his new manager. He's got a Arn Anderson, and they're trying to separate those two for some reason. I don't know why. I think that's a good team, but now you got Brandy Rhodes and all these weirdos coming out with her like they're part of the Dark Order or something. And it is a confusing storyline with the Nightmare Collective. Mel, she looks like a mom. Just got out the soccer game. Come on in the ring, a little pissed off, shave her head. You know, I don't know. And Luther just does not come across as anything terrifying. I mean, if he had a bit Sheeta in the mouth, just rip half her cheek off or something, I would have said, "Oh shit, okay, this guy's a nut." But yeah, no.
What do you?
Yeah,
think
I'm right
of-
there with you. This match, it made no sense. Why? Luther's supposed to just, the whole point of him being there was just to stop her on the ramp and then get hit with a stick and then be out. And then there's no Awesome Kong. She's
No.
probably on the beach catching some rays somewhere because that's what the Nightmare Collective does probably on the free time. And it's just, how bad? Who wrote this freaking match?
I don't know. They're trying to get Statlander and Sheeta over. They're trying to make but I don't understand just with the whole Brandy Rhodes. She used to come out all dolled up. Now she's coming out looking a little bit witchy, and we'll see. This is a we'll see for me because she's obviously highly promotable, and her team is probably you know, women out there, close your ears, but I think this storyline might be written by a woman.
Uh-oh.
Oh. I mean, I'm just saying because it seems very, very centralized on some weird shit that I just don't get. And this might be really entertaining to the ladies, and maybe it's trying to draw in that crowd. I don't know. Or maybe we'll get a lady on to talk about that one day.
Has anybody ever figured out why Awesome Kong was cutting them women's hair?
Mm-mm.
Having a clue.
No,
That
just
makes
to
sense.
just it's to say we got the power. You're on AEW. We signed you up. You gotta get your hair cut. And then they're like, but I like my hair. And they say, no, no, no. We're just gonna cut your hair.
Is that why
I
you
don't
got
know.
a bald head, Jenny Thompson, just so you can protect yourself from the Nightmare Collective?
I got a full head of hair. Bald head.
Yeah,
What
probably
are
on
you
your butt
talking-
crack.
Oh, holy shit. Oh. All right, so the Statlander got the win, pulled off the victory, and I do gotta say one thing real quick about this one. We talked about it a little bit, but that running strike from Sheeta didn't even come close. They're about 2 feet away. I can't tell if the Nightmare Collective is supposed to be good or bad. I just don't know. I mean, I assume and presume bad, but Brandy Rhodes a babyface. She's been a while. Oh, she is a fan favorite. JR was on top of his game today, okay, last night. He called it out. They did a thing where the referee had his back turned, and they both got in the ring, Mel and Brandy, and they started attacking Sheeta, and they did a secret switch tag, right? And JR was just like, what the hell? Why I don't understand why they did that, because you had control. Why don't you just go over and make the tag? And I thought it was awesome. But this was also the first time, right in the middle of the match, they just cut right to commercial. And
Was it really a match? I mean, this
Excuse me.
if they're gonna
pretty much
do it,
filler.
this is probably the match to do it in.
Yeah.
But I will say the last move of the match, you might not like Statlander, but that pile driver was pretty devastating, and it had shades of broken necks everywhere.
Yeah.
I have in my notes right now that finisher is actually pretty cool. It's like a tombstone pile driver, but like from out of this world.
From the Andromeda Galaxy, she's got your hook now. Oh,
She
yeah,
hooks
yes.
the legs up, and
Yeah.
then she does the pile driver. I mean,
Now,
it's
one-
like the most
One thing
ingenuitive thing I've ever seen.
I gotta say, Jimmy's gotta say is in WWE, there's a rule, right? Can only do certain moves X number of times a night. Can only the pile driver is pretty much off limits, and AEW just eating that shit up. Everyone's just doing fucking pile drivers from the top rope, just everywhere they go. Pile drivers jump, same maneuvers, jumping. Everyone's doing each other's finishers. It's just amazing to see that the control is given to the wrestlers as opposed to being told. What do you think?
I like it. I like it that way. The wrestlers need to make their own moves up, and there should be no creative stunting of the character. That's how you build up their
Yeah,
creativity and character. Just letting the wrestlers do their moves.
Yep. You
I
get
like
there
it.
for a reason.
They probably
What-
let them do extra pile drivers on the Nightmare Collective women because, let's be honest, they're boring.
I want y'all to notice something here. I put a little poison in Alpha's drink. It comes on back, and we're all getting along. We're all talking. We're all smiling. It's all nice.
Shut the hell up.
Jimmy wins again. Now take a look.
Move on.
Take a look down below. What do you think of the Dark Order?
I was unaware that the Dark Order had a boss. I thought it was going to be Uno, but I was sadly mistaken.
Nope, it's J. Merle Jones.
Vader himself coming on out from the dead. Imagine if it was James Earl Jones, like legit. That'd be funny.
That would be kind of funny, brother. Who do you think? Now, see, I'm sitting here thinking Evil Uno is Fat Hardy, and now they're introducing this old guy with the turtleneck pitching.
No, that guy's been around.
Next to James Earl Jones.
The guy with the turtleneck, he's been on a lot of promos that you could go see over there on jointhedarkorder.com. And Jimmy signed up. He's waiting for his call.
You're the one person on earth that'll get me nigh to join the Dark Order, brother.
I'm too dark for them. I got a crazy mind. I don't know if they could handle what Jimmy Thompson's ready to do. But they need a. We talked about this last week. They need a mouthpiece, and I think what they're trying to do with this Dark Order is build up that mouthpiece. Now, obviously, everybody knows we're going to talk real here on BatH, but I bet that's going to be Matt Hardy. I think that's who they're going to bring in, and he's going to be broken Matt Hardy, which I don't care for broken Matt Hardy too much, but I know the fans out there do. And this guy right here, I don't know what his role is going to be, but if he don't come out and get on the goddamn mic, I'm going to be upset because he's funny as fuck.
Do you think Evil Uno is Matt Hardy, or do you think the voice is Matt Hardy?
The voice is going to be somebody else. These two have been pounding around a long time now in the Indies, even back before Uno was fat. Okay, they've been together. The other guy had hair. They've been around for a while. I don't know about all this. The green masks building a chair. I don't know where they came from. I don't know who they are.
Are you talking this guy in purple diaper and Evil Uno?
I am.
Yes.
I am. Yeah. Okay. He wants to be just like Raymond Rowe, otherwise known as Eric, the War Raider from War Machine.
He looks like he's
from
got
the
a
Viking
purple
Raiders.
diaper on, and he smeared some baby food on his face, probably some prunes.
Keep it going. I want to sit in his chair. I want a seat right there. That looks comfy.
The old Paul Abdul chair from Bruno.
That was a good movie. Oh, shit. All right. But Dark Order cutting a promo, I think that's good to see. Trying to build them up. We'll see who that is.
Now, I'm stopping you right here, right now, brother. The Dark Order, they need to just stop doing those damn promos and act like they never even showed up. Change their storyline, do something else, because it's the cringiest thing in AEW.
I disagree. Long term.
Nightmare Collective is pretty close.
It's pretty close, but brother, it's no cigar. Dark Order is the worst thing in AEW. I'll watch any women's match before I get put that over.
All right. So what do we think about the next match? Let's just move on.
I built a little graphic here to tell us what's going to happen in the card. So we had a little bit of a tournament coming up between Sammy and this other weird guy over here. I don't know who he is, but the fans seem to like him. And that guy right there with the skateboard and that bastard, I don't think he has a real dad. I don't know. It looks like Jon Snow to me, if you know what I'm saying.
All right, so you're talking about Pac, Darby Allin, Sammy Guevara, and Jon Moxley.
Yeah. So we got to see a little bit of the bubbly coming on out, and well, let's see who got to wrestle first. We got
Sammy Guevara taking on Jon Moxley.
There we go. And so, what'd you think?
You got that under control, brother?
No, I don't. I hired Jeff to teach me. You see how you know how it goes.
Shoot, Jeff would have this thing smooth.
Now, tell me, what would Jeff think of Sammy Guevara? Would he give him a call?
I know for a fact that
slide
Jeff
into his DMs
that Sammy Guevara is the best talent up and coming that AEW has. The boy can wrestle his sculpted body off, and I'll tell you what, Sammy Guevara can sell better than anybody else in AEW.
Well, he didn't have to this match. He beat the shit out of that other guy.
I got that in my notes. We got to talk about that, brother.
Tell us a little bit. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Now, I don't know what happened. I'll tell you what. I don't know what happened to AEW's writing this week, brother, because every single week before this, Jon Moxley has basically just had a squash match. I mean, his match with Trent was competitive, whatever, but he's just been squashing jabronis left and right. And then Sammy Guevara, the Spanish God, he's been getting squashed. Everybody just kicks his ass. He has a few good moves that he does, the Dustin Rhodes here and there, but it's a squash match basically. But now this week, for whatever reason, the Spanish God is just beating the shit out of John Mox.
Yeah, and I don't, Ricky, what did you get out of that? John Moxley is supposed to be this warrior, and Sammy Guevara, tore him up.
I'm thinking that Sammy Guevara his stock has went up tremendously from this match. Even though he lost, that leap from the ground to the top rope to a Spanish fly was just unbelievable. The athleticism alone raises his stock. And the fact that he was getting his ass beat prior or before all this stuff, that needs to go out the window, and they need to move on with this guy being a threat from now on. I like Sammy Guevara. He does showboat a little too much, but I think we can get that under control. That can be taught with Chris Jericho's tutelage.
Yeah, that's his style. Excuse me. I did want to comment on this match. They're hyping this match up. They got two of the hottest guys, and they cut to commercial. It cuts to commercial mid-match, and they come back from commercial. Now, the thing never works on this TNT.com drama, and it doesn't work. You can't see the play-by-play in the commercial. They say it, JR, every time. We're going to watch the match while the commercial. Nah. And then they come back from commercial, and they say, during the commercial, Moxley hit a superplex off the top rope. How in the hell are you going to do a superplex off the top rope during a commercial? Drives me nuts. I don't know.
Despicable.
It's despicable.
Now, that begs the question, are they calling the matches during the match? Meaning, are the wrestlers themselves calling the match as they go, and the production team doesn't know where to cut and where the big spots are going to be?
I imagine
big whip from production.
Yeah, no, I imagine it's based off the time, because in AEW they do this match is 10 minutes or 20 minutes, and then they say 10 minutes remaining. They probably know they got themselves 10, 12 minutes into the match, pre-planned, and when they can do whatever they want, right, during this period of time. And there's probably certain moments that they have to get on TV. But Alpha, what do you say?
Now, I tell you what, I think I know why they're doing this mid-match commercial thing. I bet you they get more money from advertisers if they do a commercial mid-match.
Oh, yeah.
Now, I think they're calling the match as they go. They have probably their spots planned out and this and that, but they're choosing to spread them out throughout the match, and they just can't help but have the commercial mid-match, because you probably get twice as much in ad revenue if you do it mid-match rather than between matches.
Yeah.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
So they wrap it up with some Fozzy sucks chants, and you get yourself Guerrero, whatever his name is, Guevara, getting tapped out really quick. I love that front plant DDT. That was pretty nice. Guevara selling the shit out of it. Moxley gets the win. But then what happens, Ricky? What happens after Moxley gets the win?
The place goes completely black.
What happened here? I have no idea what's going on.
Then we have the whole inner circle in the ring, just
ready
breathing down Moxley's neck. And then we got Santana and Ortiz grab up Moxley, hold him as the undefeated MMA fighter, Jack Hager, just field goals Moxley's nuts.
Oh,
and then and then they continued to beat down Moxley.
He thought he was Joey Janela. Right in the balls.
Then you got Jericho taking off a spike from his jacket and jams it right into the eye of Moxley.
Now,
I don't know if he's going to be ready for that cruise for Jericho.
I think I got to take on the elephant in the room. Alpha.
Let's hear it, brother.
What are they doing? They're trying to make themselves the babyface and the heel. What is this? Moxley getting stabbed in the eye.
I'm telling you what, this show, AEW Dynamite, with their contract extension, now they're making one-eyed superstars. Brother, they're stealing everything we're doing. And I'm fine with it. It's what we're going for, but I don't know how I feel about it, brother.
I mean, the guy's going to come out with an eye patch and a pink headband next week, I bet, on that boat. And if he does, I'm going to be talking to Tony Khan myself, because that's just a little bit of bullshit.
There's stealing a gimmick, and then there's just straight swagger jacking the Alpha, the greatest and highest paid esports athlete of all time, brother.
Just straight jacking. All right. So we'll talk at the end. They do a little thing, so we'll get back to that. But we had ourselves one heck of a funny moment coming up. 6-man tag. We finally got to see.
What's worse? Diamond Dallas Page's skin shirt, or the fact that this QT Marshall brother, his gimmick is an apple? Which is worse?
I wrote that down myself. He come out, got the Applebee's logo. He's got himself the Applebee's logo, and he's got a green apple. He don't even have a red apple. Jimmy was dying. I was laughing, and he does his little flips. QT Marshall's like, he is a good man. I'll tell you, he's been around for a while. I've been watching him, following his career, and it's he's at the top.
What is his career, brother? He just hired him from Applebee's. He's freaking. So he's just like, let's just take this logo because I'm an Applebee's waiter. I'm gonna just flip it over and then carry a green apple.
I swear to God, I ain't lying. When that thing came up on the screen, I thought it was just an Applebee's logo before the show. I swear, not even joking. I was laughing so hard.
That was DDP Yoga's sponsor, Applebee's.
I almost fucking died when he came out with a green apple. I don't know why, because his logo had a red apple and he had a green apple. He tossed it up in the air, and I was like, what the fuck is that? What is that? I eat apples. Good. What the fuck is this wrestling? Come on. Oh, but we got to see ourselves the Butcher and the Blade, the champion tag team, coming on out with those mustaches and stuff. And then he got that other guy, whatever his name is, that guy that was on Rosie O'Donnell.
Are you talking about Michael Jacob Friedman? What JR was called him? Michael Jacob Friedman.
He kept Maxwell. But JR was just, oh my goodness. Oh,
I love that when he does that. He calls him by the gosh damn wrong name. Michael Jacob Friedman is good. Like, brother, come on.
I thought he was going to call Michael J. Fox for the longest time.
That would have been good. It's funny because you mentioned Apple, and I had that in my notes. But did you see MJF's shirt coming out before he came out to the ring?
Brother.
Oh, Lordy Lord. I banged Dallas's daughter. That's the shirt that man wore to the ring.
Is a good shit, brother. I need to find me that on AEWtees.com.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So Ricky, what happened here? What was going on?
So we got Butcher and the Blade and MJF pretty much taking the brunt of this. I'll tell you what, between Dustin Rhodes and DDP, that is how you book a nostalgic old guys match. I mean, Dallas is what, 60 some years old? And
he's
Dustin
double that.
And
I was gonna say 49. I don't know.
Diamond Dallas Page was wearing his shirt during the match. It was his skin.
It was so weird looking around his waist, like a little bit of
It was.
yeah. But I gotta say, okay, we joke, we make fun, but Diamond Dallas Page is a legend. Dustin Runnels is a legend now, and these guys put on a show. You had a cannonball coming off the whatever the hell off the apron. These people. Dustin Runnels just he launches himself, and I gotta say, he doesn't look like the kind of guy who says I'm gonna go headfirst into a cement floor, but he is. He's selling his heart and soul for this company, and I love it.
What is it about Dustin that makes him? He looks like he's flying around in the ring. Is it because he's 6'6" or what?
He's got a style. He's always had it all the way back to Gold Dust, where he throws his body into the ropes with all his weight. When he runs, he does. He lunges at the ropes. It's a kind of like when Bret Hart used to run into the turnbuckle. You know, everyone else runs and lands in the back. Every single time, Bret Hart, face first, shoulders up, bam. You know, some of these guys just have a style. And DR, like I like to call him DR, Dustin Runnels. He goes off those ropes with all his weight and comes out launching, and I love it. And he does stuff.
Is that what it is? I just like the way he moves around that ring, bro.
It's very long style. Very long.
He is a big man.
Really big, and all his moves are very, very big in general.
Now we're kind of glossing over one of the best moments of the night, and I gotta say, everybody's yeah. Ricky, what did he do? What did he do?
His old ass climbed to the top of the ropes and dove off like he was 20 years old.
He did that belly smacker right off the top rope.
I gotta. That's a tip of the cap from Jimmy T.
You ever see that movie, Nacho Libre?
Yeah, Nacho.
Where Jack Black goes like this off the top and gets old Ramses. He jumped like this.
Yeah.
DDP was eating them eagle eggs before the match, and then he just did that belly smacker right at that group of people.
I gotta say, because before he climbs up there, he's got to say, "What the hell am I about to do?" I don't know if they practice. I don't know what goes into DDP getting in that ring, but brother, when he jumps off that top rope, he's got to be thinking, "This could be it. They don't catch me. The yoga's over."
The yoga's over.
They start doing himself some crack cocaine, just like Razor Ramon. Razor Ramon had to take care of him. You know what I'm saying? So hats off. Absolutely, that was a pretty good high spot of the night. I gotta say, DDP. We laugh, we joke, but hey, guy's almost 50 years old jumping off the top rope. Got to give him credit.
It's pretty good.
Alpha, who won?
What was I had written down for my high spot?
Who won the match, though?
Oh, MJF. After that high spot with DDP, they replayed it like 3 times. And within the replay of you concentrating on that high spot, MJF rolled up Applebee's and got the 1, 2, 3.
Did you see the replay though? That dude was like in the ring, like
Watch your head. Watch your head, Alpha. You're gonna hit your head on that studio up there.
I'm right. I went right behind it, brother. I know how high it is. My head goes behind it.
Okay,
See,
good,
look,
good.
It's like behind it.
Dude, you're
See
growing.
That?
You're growing.
Behind it, brother.
What you wearing?
Holy shit, Alpha. Sit down. Sit down. Sit down.
What do you mean what am I wearing? I'm wearing my custom sleeves arm and my custom sleeves pink tights, brother. That's what I'm wearing.
Hold on.
Put the package away.
Use code word backlog at sleeps.com to save 40% off your first order.
Oh my goodness.
I don't know what the hell's going on, but my Google Assistant just started going all crazy.
Anyways.
I'm here. Hold on.
We all good? Is everything going good? You look
Daylight
off in the distance there, Jimmy.
Daylight's trying to hack our stream. I'm over here trying to host the show. All of a sudden, Daylight comes on in. I don't know if you heard it, but Daylight, you stay the fuck out of our stream. You understand? Stop hacking. Probably before we get too carried away here, it's a good time to talk about.
Talking about my brother Diamond Daylight's page.
The guy ain't any good at any of those video games. Jimmy T says it here. But I just want to call out real quick. If you haven't had a chance to try Jimmy T's creamy sweet corn, it is.
You realize that is a green can of corn.
No. This is all corn. It's made of corn. And if you know better, Ricky, everything you drink and eat has some corn in it. That's how Jimmy T's getting so rich. Okay? He's walking around the finest beaches because he's got the corn. Now, everybody...
You got the corn. I'll give you that. You got the corn.
Everybody can see this. All you gotta do, you ever get those triangle can openers? Do they still have those today? Little triangle. You cut your goddamn finger off trying to open it up. You just crack one side, you crack the other side, and you tip her on back. You don't even need to warm her up. I say, you just 10 seconds in the microwave. Well, it kind of sparks a little bit. I think it's the energy. Anyways, Jimmy T's.
Test Jimmy T.
I got 2 eyes. Cue you. All right.
All right, let's talk about this match. I got something I gotta talk about. Something important.
Let's hear. What
I got 2 things I gotta talk about this Diamond Dallas Page and Butcher Blade match. Diamond Dallas Page is still over. That man is still over.
Yeah.
But why do they have 2 pops of a firecracker for his pyro? Why don't they give that man some decent pyro?
I mean, that was what it was, right? Pop, pop, bang, diamond cut off. And he does do the diamond cutter still. But I'm a little worried he'd probably slip a disc.
Yeah, I agree.
So we also got to talk about when that Butcher guy gets in the ring and he does that. What is he doing there? He's like dropping to a knee and walking around like that. What is that called? And I kind of like it.
I like his style. I don't know.
That reminds me of the amateur days of amateur wrestling.
Yeah.
We see all them kids taking practice shots.
When you get a moment, and this is not for the viewers, this is between the 3 of us. Go look at that man. Google him up. Just take a look and check him out. He doesn't look nothing like him. It's funny. I gotta give that man some respect because he comes on out looking like a butcher. But in his real life, he don't even feather up his mustache.
All right, let's move on.
All right. So, what happened after this?
Oh, we got ourselves a promo. Now, I want to rewind just a second because the Dark Order named some names, all right? The Dark Order named Nakazawa and Kenny Omega and Brandon Cutler as the next people they're going to try to acquire. But it was weird to me that they mentioned Adam Page being the number 1 guy that they're trying to acquire into the Dark Order. And then you have yourselves a promo with SCU. And Adam Page comes on in, spills his bubbly all over Christopher Daniels. They're pulling the drunk angle. What do you think?
One of the better promos of the night, I thought.
Yeah. Yep.
Definitely it added to the storyline and gave SCU some motivation.
What did you like about the promo?
I like the fact that it took the pressure off of the champions and made it more about the stars berating the champions. That's how I liked it. I mean, because we both know that Adam Page and Kenny Omega is the stars. So they need to push the story. And their job is to take over the champions. And the champions didn't have to do much. I think they could do without the Christopher Daniels. I really do. I think SCU will get along just fine without Christopher Daniels. But
what about this whole Kenny Omega coming in at the end and being like, "Hey, everybody, we're gonna have a gentleman's match." Come on. What is that? I couldn't
don't
care
know.
for that.
I don't care for it either. You need to pick a side. If you're gonna be a heel, be a heel. If you're gonna be a babyface, be a babyface.
Yep.
Pick one. Other than that, it's
Babyface.
lukewarm water and needs to be spit out.
Right over here. Take a look at the babyface. Oh, the star of the show. I don't even have to bring my gold to taunt it and flaunt it. I got it right down here. I'm sitting on it.
Yeah.
It's gotta prop your ass up.
Yeah, right, brother. We all know who's got 28 pounds of solid gold wrapped around their waist, and there's only one baby smooth looking baby face in this organization.
Oh, he's sitting right between us right here. Look at that baby face, looking down at his own junk. Anyways,
now, I'm going to be the first one to say it right now. Scorpio Sky and Frankie Kazarian cannot cut a promo.
No.
Correct. But they're champions.
They are champions. They're a good team. Good team. Good tag team. I like seeing them wrestle.
So
I agree. I like when Scorpio Sky does a standing drop kick. It's probably the best standing drop kick I've seen.
It is. It's good. It is good. Now,
I agree.
I don't know this next match. I have no idea what this was all about. What were they trying to do here?
You talking about Pac and Darby Allin?
Yeah. What is this match? It's the end of the night. We've already got the main event. What is this?
This was the main event.
What?
I thought. I mean, this was.
Who are these two? I don't even know.
This match seemed to me like an afterthought. I'm going to go out and say it. I didn't think that this episode of AEW Dynamite lived up to the bar they've set with other nights.
Really? Okay.
I thought the story writing was bad, generally throughout the show. And I just thought they added this match at the end as a way to fill time. And I thought the promo at the end was predictable, and I didn't like it.
Well, I really, I've been following this match for a while with both of these two guys, and Darby Allin coming out on his skateboard. I really do like his style coming out of Seattle. Really smooth, low key. Doesn't like to do a whole lot of flashy moves, but Pac really pushed him to the limit today. He really pushed him and made him try some different things. You know what I'm saying? He tried to make Darby Allin push himself off that top rope, maybe even fall a little bit. I'm joking. Darby Allin is always off those ropes, running back and forth, doing little rolls. And they had a couple of moments in this match that I have to say were pretty good. They had one of those test of speed type things where they're just back and forth. Oh, it's going to be Pac. It's going to be Darby Allin. And at the end, they're standing off at each other. It was a good match to put on a show. Qualifies for the main event? No, but in order to get what they did with Moxley and be able to, address him coming back out from behind the scene. This is a lot of WCW. You have to remember that back in the day, they loved to cut the end of the show with something happening. And you feel like you're missing it. You got to tune in next week. You got to tune in. And so what they did here was they got themselves a moment. So Darby Allin gets the loss. Okay. You got yourself Pac cutting a promo. He's doing pretty damn good. He's got his little accent. And he's saying, Moxley can't come on out. He's already got the alpha eye. And then Moxley comes on out, blood dripping off his shoulder.
With the alpha eye.
With the alpha eye.
Got my whole gosh damn get up except for a pink bandana.
So we have ourselves the finale of this little tournament. And it's happening next week on the boat.
Pac
What do you think? What do you think's going to happen?
Well, I think Moxley's going to win. That's pretty obvious.
I
mean, he has the best storyline, and Pac, like you were saying, Alpha Pac is the afterthought. But
yeah,
man, they can put on a match, though. I will say that. That
Man,
match
that-
was awesome.
What is? I don't even know what the name is, but I think he calls himself the Black Arrow. Up off the top rope, upside down, flippy floppy. Bam!
That is a good move.
That is a
That
good
is
move.
an awesome move.
I don't know how much more it would hurt if you just jumped off the top rope with your knees straight into the back. Just a little bit of one knee to the spine. I mean, that probably hurt worse than
No, No, you got to get the centripetal force.
How you spell that?
SEN triple.
I don't know, but I think there's a triple in there.
Just like us three right here, got a bunch of good friends. Yeah. So, Alpha, you didn't say who you thought was going to win.
Who I think is going to win between Jon Moxley and the guy that kind of plays the same character as Jon Moxley's just not quite over. I'll tell you who I think is going to win. Jon Moxley. One eye and all.
That's a good pick. That's a good pick. I'm gonna, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go on a limb, and I'm gonna say Pac's gonna win. And I reckon the reason Pac's gonna win is because he has a friend in the NWO with a number. They call him Six Pack, and Six Pack's gonna come on out. He's gonna join the Dark Order, and he's gonna help Pac win. And then they're going to draw this whole match with Moxley and Chris Jericho out to the summer. I mean, I see that happening, to be honest, because Jon Moxley, he's over. They don't need him to have the belt yet. Okay, Jericho is going to piss a lot of people off by having to go against Pac, and I do believe that we're going to get, as fans, we're going to get a little bit of disappointment next week. And I actually am looking forward to all the tears coming down the Babyface's eyes out in the crowd saying, I want my Moxley. He had his eye stabbed. Oh, poor Moxley. Oh, enough of the Moxley.
Yeah. So let's get into this, gentlemen. What did you think the high spot of the week was?
Well, we're going through that.
Well, real quick, no, not yet. Well, I just want to finish with my little images here. Next week, we got ourselves a steel cage match between Arn Anderson and MJF. And I can't wait.
Between Arn Anderson?
That's what the image shows.
That's what you're saying.
I don't know. Who's in the match?
I don't know. You tell me. You talk about Arn Anderson's in the match.
I mean, that's what it looks like down here below me. But MJF, maybe we got Wardlow, Cody Rhodes. I mean, it might be a 4-man, every man for themselves. And I just don't see anybody beating Arn Anderson, climbing over the top with his shoulder. He can't even lift his arm.
What do you think the stipulations on how to win this steel cage match is going to be? Is it by pin? First one to climb out? Who's going to win?
One by 10 lashes.
Yeah, I hope it's the blue bars. Remember the old school WWF blue bar steel cage match? I hope it's the blue bars, and I hope the boat is swaying, and I hope the cage just collapses on them all.
Holy.
Are they going to do this steel cage match on the boat?
Yeah, I think they are.
Yeah.
I'd like to see how this is all going to work.
That's going to be something else, brother. I can't wait to lay my eye on that.
So you're talking, Ricky, you want to get to the next part, and we're running a little bit over, but we have to because Alpha was not here last night, and the fans want to see the Alpha. So, Alpha. Hold on 1 second.
Yeah, go ahead and cue it up.
I'll try. We'll see if I can.
Do I need to get Jeff?
Now, the high spot of the
Who
week.
is this Jeff? We need to get him in there. Holy shit. High spot of the week.
For the high spot of the week, I have DDP's belly flop. But I actually think the high spot of the week is Darby Allin's crucifix power, or not even a power bomb, that crucifix bomb from the second rope where he flipped old bastard around and flipped him right on his belly.
That was awesome. awesome.
I got to go a little different route here, and I'm trying not to take an easy way out. But I will say that the entire first match, the entire Fatal 4-Way Tag match was the high spot of the week. There was not one high spot. I tried to pick just one, but there were so many of in and out, up over the top, jumping, diving bombs. And I just say, you have yourself a bunch of teams that love to do the high flying through the air. And I say, the whole match gets that pick for me. So, high spot of the week. But I got to give you a runner-up, okay? DDP Yoga off the top rope was my runner-up. And I tip my cap again to that man.
See, I knew everybody was going to say DDP flying off the top, as old as he is. So I went and dug a little deeper, and I thought that in the first match, Matt Jackson's front flip to Stone Cold Stunner had to be my high spot of the week.
That was pretty good. I like that as well.
Definitely the most creative I've ever seen off the top rope.
I tried to cut you off, but I didn't mean to.
So we doing promo or what? For me, it's definitely, obviously, the best promo of the night was Cody responding to MJF, and I don't care for the butt smacks that he's going to receive on live television. I'm most excited for the cage match with Oddlaw.
Wardlow.
Odd job.
I'm going to have to go ahead and say that my promo of the week was the Dark Order, and I know. Settle down. All right,
come on, brother.
Settle down.
Get the hell out of here.
You stay over there. No,
we're not doing this.
No, listen. Okay, these guys have to do something. Okay, the part of the entire roster. They're trying to build these guys up, and I gotta say, we're all thinking it. Who's it gonna be? Who's the man behind the mask? What's going on? Who's James Earl Jones? We're all thinking it.
They just need to stop.
You say that, but now they're going to build on that suspense. They're going to take it to the next level. And I got to say, they're trying to do something in this week. That was the best promo I saw. But I do got to say, Cody Rhodes is the runner-up. But I want to point out one thing. Loser of the week for promo, Joey Janela, get the hell out of here.
What are you talking about?
And now the storyline of the week.
You gotta love it.
All right. So,
Storyline of the week.
you know, Ricky, what were you thinking about storyline?
Storyline of the week has to go to the Moxley Inner Circle. I mean, that is the most well-written, best played storyline right now. That's the one I look forward to seeing what's going to happen, and it's got the best swerves on there.
Alpha.
That one seems a little bit too low-hanging fruit, brother.
I hear you.
What do you got better?
I'll tell you two of them that I'm more excited about than that.
That just to get it out of the way, and I'm going to talk over you just to get it out of the way. That's mine. Ricky and I are in cahoots.
Now, I'll tell you what the storyline of the week is. I got two of them better than that.
All right, what you got?
Cody Rhodes, MJF storyline is better than the Inner Circle and Mox. I'm just going to say it right now because Michael Jacob Friedman, everybody and their brother wants to see him get his ass kicked. And we got to see Cody Rhodes get through Oddlaw in a cage match.
Wardlow.
Get spanked right on his butt. Bless you. Get spanked right on his butt before it happens. That's number one. Now, the other promo of the week that I just had in my mind, but I forget what it is.
We're on storyline.
Oh, storyline. The other storyline, they're making Hangman Page an alcoholic right in front of our eyes.
I love it.
Are they going to make this where he gets sober? I mean, I'm wondering where they're going with this. Is he going to go straight alcoholic and start showing up drunk to these matches, or are they going to try to make it into a positive getting sober type story?
WWE's tried this a few times, and I don't know where they're going to bring it. I'm interested to see, but I ain't committed to the Omega Hangman Page storyline like you are, but I am interested. I see both of those as singles wrestlers.
Don't get me wrong, brother. I don't really care about Omega. I'm just wondering where they're going to go with the personality of Hangman.
Yeah.
Does Hangman really have to get sober though? I mean, he could be the fun drunk, the drunken cowboy. I mean, he doesn't need to get sober. I mean,
spilling his drink on Christopher Angel.
Oh, that'd be awesome if he just was always drunk and puked on people.
Oh my
God. Anyways, I gotta point out the loser of the week as far as storyline goes, and that is TNTDrama.com. Terrible service. Half the goddamn time just dropping out. Half the time just not even buffering, just falling off. And then you got yourself the second loser of the week. Cut into a goddamn commercial mid-match. I'm sick and tired of it. Jimmy Thompson want nothing of it. And I addressed it by talking to Cody Rhodes today, saying, what's going on? Why are you doing this to us? I don't make it about the money because Jimmy Thompson has all the money from his sweet corn. Make it about the product. And when you have yourself a nice bowl of steamy rice and corn mixed together, you can have yourself a good product. So make yourself a nice bowl of steamy rice and corn.
Are you done?
I don't even know.
And now, the match of the week.
Match of the week is obviously the 8-man tag team match or 9-man tag team match, whatever you want to call it, at the beginning of the show. The curtain jerker was by far the best match all night.
Yes.
Yeah.
Agreed.
I think we're all in agreement here, and we talked a lot about that match. I would say the runner-up would be X-Pac and the Tony Hawk, but that was a hell of a match. It was a good match.
Now you tell me, would that match have been as good without Orange Cassidy?
No. He's the star.
Yes.
Ricky, explain yourself.
Oh, Orange Cassidy showed up one time during the match. One time.
That's all he needs.
That whole match.
And he got the biggest popski.
Yes, he does. Yes, he does. He does got the biggest pop. But as far as high spots and creativity and the match working, they didn't need Orange Cassidy. They needed Orange Cassidy for the pop, and that was it.
But they got it.
Yes,
I'll give you that.
They got the pop. And you gotta have your pops.
And now, the superstar of the week.
Go ahead, Jenny. You go first on this one, brother.
Oh, the superstar of the week is the announce team. I gotta tell you, JR coming on out. Called it like it is. You got yourself, the referee dropped his goddamn dentures on the ground. And Jimmy, JR absolutely called it out. He said, the referee dropped his dentures on the ground. Oh, Jimmy T was laughing. Oh, Jimmy T enjoyed every minute of that. And I gotta say, the superstar of the week was good old JR and Tony Schiavone with that hairdo. Oh, he looks so good.
When they cut to that, them talking, those three gentlemen, the guy with the mask, JR, and Tony Schiavone. And Tony's just like this.
He looked drunk and high at the same time. And I gotta
about 4 beers.
I gotta give a little I gotta give a shout out to Grampy Back. Grampy Back, welcome back to the show. Grampy Back, I don't know what you do to our man Tony Schiavone. Did you fuck him up? Because he did not look like he was ready to announce a match. and he looked like he was ready to get himself some bash at the beach, if you know what I'm saying.
Yes, he was.
He was looking like he was having a good time in Miami.
Unbelievable. Now, Ricky, who do you have as your superstar of the week?
Superstar of the week had to be DDP's old ass. I mean,
Wow.
to come back after 20 years of not being on the show and leap off the top rope and hit 3 or 4 diamond cutters in a row. Hats off to him. So he's my superstar this week.
I agree. Alpha.
You agree with that? Oh, I am honored, Jimmy T.
Now, DDP was fine and dandy. Michael Jacob Friedman, that's what I'm calling him from now on. Michael Jacob Friedman is one of the best commodities in AEW. He plays that crap so well, and I love it when a superstar carries it over from the ring onto social media or real life, and is always never breaking kayfabe.
Yes.
Never. And between him and Sammy Guevara, I gotta say, AEW's got themselves set for the future. And then you got Darby Allin. You got a couple of people now. I gotta say, there's a few I missed. I would have just outright given.
QT.
I would have given
QT.
Yeah, he's
Applebee's.
I was gonna give it to QT, but I ended up giving it to the announced team. But I will say there's a few people we were missing this week, and Luchasaurus would have gotten it match of the week hands down just because I love him. I love me some Luchasaurus, and I missed the entire Jungle Boys. Well, probably a little bit
That's a goddamn dinosaur.
You know, they talk about Jimmy T being in his late 20s, and I feel already starting to, the lower back is starting to hurt a little bit. Sitting in this chair looking at you. Tony, get us some better chairs.
Oh my goodness.
So how do we wrap this up? What do we say here? Do we talk a little?
You guys rate this week's episode on all AEW Dynamite episodes?
I mean, it's got to be up there. I actually disagreed with your comment about it not being one of the better ones. I think there was some hang-ups, there was some hangmans, and a little bit of this, a little bit of that. But we got ourselves the ladies match, which is Jimmy T's favorite part of the show. And
Get the fuck out of here.
I do want to say I forgot to mention my loser of the week for Superstar has to be that Luther. I mean, what an intro. What a way to come out to AEW. They tell you he's this maniac, this guy with a reputation, and he just gets himself a Java status straight out the gate. I don't know. We'll see what happens with Luther. But I thought it was a pretty good show, Ricky. What do you say?
I thought it was middle of the road. I'd give it a C. I think it was unorganized as far as match positions. I think they got the main event a little wrong. I think Pac and Darby Allin should have been second to last.
Yeah.
And you should have had your Moxley Jericho line as your main event. That would have been. I just think the order of the matches was off. I think that would have bumped it up for me if they would have had like the order correct.
Now, I will say this is what episode 10, 12, I don't know, but the delivering and they're learning. Okay, they're learning as they go. Maybe middle of the road, maybe top of the notch. I think that every week that they're building it out, and we talked a little bit offline about the idea that they're going to 2023 with 2 episodes a week. I mean, they just want to see more Babyface.
It's not going to be 2 episodes. It's not going to be 2 episodes. It's 2 separate shows.
Well, I hope they don't call it Thunder and Nitro.
I'll tell you what, though, I'm predicting right now, AEW's second show is going to be titled Babyface
and the heel.
The AEW Dynamite post show, brother.
That's right. You know what? I did not check my emails. Maybe That's just a waiting for us.
Yes.
That's
Yeah.
probably how Tony Khan does it.
I mean,
Probably fire by email, yeah.
Probably by email. So we got ourselves Cream Fire out there. Cream Fire. Over there on Facebook. What is this Facebook everyone's talking about?
man, are you late?
Golly, he's old as corn itself.
Oh, we're having fun. Everybody, Jimmy's got to go. I got to get some water for my teeth. And Alpha, you looking sick. I don't know if that's the same jug of Alpha juice that you drank last week. But what you got coming on next week? Are you playing any video games? We're going to be watching the
I'll
Alpha.
tell you what, brother. I'm the man of the hour. I'm too sweet to be sour. I'm so good you think I have a gosh damn superpower. I'll be playing Apex Legends for Monday Night Brawl next week. And that's what I'll be doing. And you can get you some of that.
Oh, yeah. Hey, Ricky, what episode just dropped? And what are we looking at for MMA this weekend?
That would be episode 60, just dropped yesterday morning.
Shit.
You guys check it out. We went down a couple rabbit holes on MMA marks. And this week you got Saturday night, you got UFC 246, Conor McGregor taking on Donald Cowboy Cerrone. It's going to be one hell of a fucking fight. Can't wait. I'm going to cover it. I'm going to be there. Check us out.
Real quick,
Every
what's
Thursday.
what's your pick, Rick?
Oh, I hope Conor gets his fucking clock cleaned, but
You can hope all you want. What's your pick? Try to win a belt.
I can't tell you my fucking pick.
Alpha, what's your pick? I know Rick is going to pick Connor.
You dirty bastard.
You can gosh damn better believe I'll pick Connor first round finish.
Now, I haven't seen much of this Conor McGregor much, but
And I'm going to go as far as saying it's going to come from a liver shot, brother.
ooh,
Ooh,
you think-
wow.
you think this nobody jabroni is going to beat the Cowboy himself? I don't see it happening. I think the Cowboy's coming out strong. I love me some Conor McGregor, but I do believe
look, straight
man-
to the liver, brother.
the man from the United States is going to take this one, and you can bet my microphone on that.
That would be something to see. That would be something to see.
Make sure y'all checking out Omega Jimmy T on Instagram and Twitter. I am letting everybody know about my sweet corn and letting everybody know that if you have corn in your name, I will follow you to the bitter end. I want to say real quick to Candy Corn and Corn Candy and Cornwell.
Following. Hell yeah.
Everybody check out the panels below. Click all of them. Check out everybody in the Backlog Network and do it right gosh damn now.